Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hey, my name is Taylor. I'm a personal trainer in Dallas, and I just spent the last 2 weeks in Europe. My husband surprised me with the best birthday trip of a lifetime, and our first destination was Zurich, and I just uploaded everything that we did in Zurich, Switzerland. So go ahead and go check that video out after this one if you haven't already. It was incredible. Zurich was everything that I thought it was going to be and more. And after watching all of my travel videos, I hope that you are able to find that spark in you to go travel and see the world and explore, because there's so much to see. However, this vlog is all about our experience, everything we did, everything we ate, everything we saw in Evian, France. Before we started our journey, we had to stop at the grocery store and grab some snacks so we weren't spending tons of money on gas station food and fast food options. You are on a bit of a slant, but not for long. We just walked into Migros, and that's one of the grocery stores that they have here. They also have a Coop maybe, but it's spelled C-O-O-P. So back in America, we would probably pronounce that Coop, but I think it's Coop. We can't seem to find the entrance of Coop, so we went into Migros because we were so hungry. It's super early in the morning, but their grocery store is inside a mall, so it looks like a department store. Let me show you. I ended up getting this little pastry, and it's just gonna hold us over until we get to somewhere where we can actually have a big meal. But it looks just like this, and there's supposed to be apple inside. It looks really, really good. We would call this an apple pie.
Is that what it is?
It's an apple pie, yeah.
Apple cheese.
Okay, we will see you when we get closer to France. Now we are finally on our way to Evian, and I have a very teeny tiny bladder, and so throughout our road trips and everywhere that I'm going to take you throughout these videos, we will be stopping at gas stations and bathrooms several times. And I feel so bad for my husband, but he was a trooper. But in some of these public restrooms, you do have to pay. And we had Swiss francs from being in the country prior to France, and then we ended up having euros once we exchanged our currency. Some public restrooms did not charge you, but most of the ones that we encountered did. We have made a pit stop. We stopped to get gas. We went to the bathroom in the gas station, and normally throughout the US, there's always public restrooms and they're free. Here is a little different, and here is the proof that you have to pay 1 franc, which is essentially $1 US, to go to the bathroom. But also their stalls are much more private. So like in the men's bathroom in America, are the stalls on the sides of the doors? Do they have little slits? Like, yeah, so you can kind of see the other person going to the bathroom. And here the stalls are just more private, and the doors are longer and they go to the floor. So it's really nice. Our total drive time was between 2.5 to 3 hours, and we were definitely starving by the time that we arrived to our hotel. It was very, very, very difficult to find food. So our first call of action was to sign into the hotel, check in, get our room key, drop off our bags, and then explore Evian and try to find food between the times that everything was closed, which I will get into. We just got into the room, so I'm not even gonna take off my jacket. I'm gonna go right into the room tour. We are in Evian, France. Here is the front door, a full length mirror. You walk right in, and to the left we have a bench and some wall art. And ooh, look at this. Oh my gosh. Okay, so let's start over here. Here is the standing shower. We've got a giant tub. We've got really cool sinks, a double sink, huge mirror, really cool tiles. This is really nice. And then I guess a towel warmer, maybe?
I think so.
Yeah, I think a towel warmer. A phone for you to call your homies. We have a toilet. And then you've got a bidet.
Your favorite.
Your favorite. We had one in Spain. All right, so here is extra. Ooh, we've got robes. We've got little slippers. We've got a hair dryer and an extra blanket or an extra comforter. And then over here, okay, you've got your closet, your ironing board. Go ahead and cover that. Like a dry bar, yeah. And then you come out here, giant bed. Just a cute little room. Very, very spacious. Oh, look at this cute vanity for your makeup. Yeah. And then here is the best part. I'm gonna go ahead and open up. All right, look at this patio, y'all. Insane. Okay, so we are walking through Evian, and we got in about 2 p.m. and we cannot find a single place to eat. We've walked into multiple places or attempted to, and the doors have been locked. So maybe somebody can tell me in the comment section below what happens between like noon and 7 p.m. because it seems like everybody's opening up at 7 p.m. and nobody eats between the hours of like noon or 1 to like later in the evening. So let me know, because right now we are starving and out of luck. But luckily we found a little hole in the wall cafe that was delicious, by the way. It was really, really good. My husband and I both ordered sandwiches with a side of caffeine because we had tons of exploring that needed to be done and we needed a little pick-me-up. After lunch and exploring a little bit, we found ourselves at a cute little bakery that had tons of chocolates and macaroons. And you know, your girl had to get her hands on a macaroon while she was in France. So I am going to let Siri tell you where I went because I don't want to butcher the name and then have anyone mad. So this is where I got macaroons.
Confiserie La Source.
I had macaroons at that bakery. I couldn't believe it. I could not believe that I was eating macaroons in France. We have this beautiful view. And Sean.
Let's go.
Okay, that was funny. After going to the bakeries and walking around, I truly found that Evian was full of beautiful buildings, very, very colorful, and everything was just so historic. I really do appreciate Europe in the sense that they like to restore their buildings and their homes. And America, we're super quick to just kind of tear everything down and then rebuild as fast as we can. So it was really nice to really take in all of that culture. One of the things on our list to make sure that we did when we were visiting was to go see the Source Kacha, I think is how you say it. I'm so sorry I'm butchering this. This is the source where all of the locals will bring their bottles of water or their glass bottles, and we were able to see the mountains where the water comes from. And fun fact, it takes about 10 years for the water to trickle down from the mountains all the way down to where it can be bottled and distributed, and I just thought that that was a really cool fact. It was really cool to see everyone going to the same source to hydrate and to talk, and it was just really different because we don't have anything like that here. And I thought that that was something really nice that Evian as a city did for their locals. Towards the end of the night, we did continue to sightsee just a little bit more. And on the way to dinner, I did lose one of my earrings, which was good for me, bad for my husband, because he ended up at a local jewelry store and we were able to buy a super cute pair of hoop earrings. And then the beanie was actually made in Belgium. So it was handmade and it was a really good find. A little bit more on the pricier side, but when you're exploring other countries, it's kind of nice to bring something back with you that you know that you're gonna use for a long time, and that's good quality. To be honest, I am so glad we stopped in that store because we were able to see two locals really interact with each other. Once we were done shopping, or should I say once my husband was done shopping, we found ourselves at a local pub, and it was definitely where the locals go. I really liked it. It was very romantic. The lights were dim. The service was great. And both Sean and I had wine, and we also shared a charcuterie board, which we haven't really gotten into before, so that was really cool to experience, and it really wasn't that bad at all. Most of our meals throughout our trip were no more than $50, but I would say the average cost for each of our meals, if we were to eat out and not go to one of the local grocery stores, would be comparable to about $32 to $35 US. I would recommend Evian to every single person that I could. I would recommend the city 10 out of 10. And once you get past the border and you're able to be in Evian, you are actually able to pass what looks like a castle, and it was just beautiful to see in person. I've seen it on other YouTube videos, so to see it in person was just really, really great. We don't have a lot of castles here. The next video that I am going to share with you will be our time in Annecy, France, which is about an hour outside of Evian. And I'm so glad we went there. We saw so many beautiful things as well, and I can't wait to share that with you. So don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. Stick around with me because I have several cities to share with you, several things that we did. I documented our entire 11-day trip, so I hope that you stick around, and if you do, then I will see you next time. Bye.